friends, welcome to Bella Stitchery. Today I want to walk you through an album I just finished. It was a custom order 8x8 album for a wedding. And one of the questions I get asked a lot on Facebook, because I post all my finished photos there, is how I do my binding or how I put all the pages together. I don't do my own book binding. I know a lot of you, especially junk journalers, do that. I am not that advanced, but I have found my favorite brand of album, and that is Doodlebug. This is an 8x8 album, and the thing that I like about it the most is it is a 2-ring album, which gives me a nice huge spine because my album pages tend to be very dimensional. I use a lot of flowers and chipboard and things like that. And a post-bound album, which you find most often, just will sit like this when it's done because my pages are so big. I wanted something that would sit like this. So this gives me a lot more room to work with for those dimensional pages. The only thing I don't like about this brand is while it comes with your standard 10 sheet protector inserts, only about 7 of them are your full page. Don't know why that is. I found that out the first time I ordered one. The other 3 have these smaller pockets, which don't really help me because I don't make smaller pages like this. And then there's this one. I think this is for like a film negative. It's odd. So I usually purchase additional inserts. Still by far my go-to choice because I love that they have a range of colors and I do love the size of these books. I'll put a link to this in my description if you're interested. I order these on Amazon almost every time I make one. What I did for this album is I used Lemoncraft. They are an awesome brand. They're from Poland, so they're a little bit difficult to find here in the US. I buy mine on Etsy. There are a couple sellers that have a huge supply. I thought about doing wholesale too because I feel like I kind of cyber stalk Lemoncraft on Instagram and Facebook. Their things are amazing. This is the Forget Me Not collection. It is so cute. All double-sided. For this, because I also make 12x12 layouts, I bought several of these and just cut them down to 8x8 size for my album. This is my first page. Now, my go-to, I'm going to show you some of the supplies I used. Distress ink. This is vintage photo, which can be a little dark sometimes, but this is an older pad for me. So it's like a perfect shade. I use this for the stenciling, all the antiquing around everything, any stamping I did. I like kind of a cohesive look, so I usually choose an ink and I use it for the entire album. For this one, I used a lot of Little Birdie Crafts, Little Birdie Craft flowers, and Prima marketing flowers the whole way through. Doilies, lots of cute little things. This is my opening page. For my next set, here, beautiful lace. I love junk journaling and that whole like ephemera, textures, vintage find feel. Love it. These I wanted to share too. If you go to Michael's on a regular basis and use coupons, coupons, they have this in like their bead section. They're all flat backed pearls and also like a jewel cut rhinestone in the matching color. They also have one that's like blacks and grays, which I have my eye on next. But I love these. There are just so many and you just feel like it's tempting to just like throw these in the air. Is that just me? I don't know. What is it about when there's like lots of little things? Maybe that's where my toddlers get it. You just want to like dump it out. I don't know why. You'll regret it, but you just feel like you should. Okay, so that I used those basically throughout the whole thing, as you'll see. This is my next page here. Some Tim Holtz dies. I fussy cut some butterflies. More Prima flowers. This I also fussy cut from the collection. The rhinestone swirls are from Hobby Lobby. I think it's like their branded ones. So cute. And they're always on sale there. Okay, and this is one of my favorite pages. I love doilies in different sizes. I think they make the cutest frames. So I used some kind of all around the page. More of those little jewels I was showing you. Stamp with the same ink. Again, makes everything easier. Some Prima flowers. Easy. So bright and happy. I love that page. This page is special because the lady who wanted this album had a couple of poems and sayings she wanted incorporated in it. So what I did for this is I actually scanned the paper, put the quote on there through Photoshop, and printed the 8x8. That way it was flat. It just seemed like it belonged in a different way than if I were to print it on like cardstock and cut it out. So that's how I did that. And then added some lace and buttons, some more doilies. This is always fun. This is just an A2 envelope. It was white. Add some distress ink, boom, some stamps. And it makes like the cutest little pocket for like photos and little tags. Decorate it as you want. I love envelopes. Soon I will make my own. I realize they're not that difficult, but I haven't gotten there yet in my crafting journey. This is a fun one too. This is again a prayer kind of poem she wanted incorporated. Some chipboard. You'll notice a lot more of those little pearls. They're so shiny. So shiny. And I like that there's just various sizes. And then some Prima roses. This is fun too. I love this gigantic lace. I got this on eBay, so I don't know what the brand is. And then I like making these little belly bands for things like tags, photos. These tags I topped off with some seam binding I hand dyed, and I do have a tutorial there if you want to check it out how to do that. It's super easy and messy. And then for this, when you do these little belly bands, they're super easy. But if you do something like burlap, just be careful when gluing other things to it that you don't glue it down to the page. Speaking from personal experience, just kind of hold it up while that hot glue dries, and then you still have your pocket. Otherwise, you'll just have a different thing, and that's fine. Well, you know, you learn as you craft. Things evolve sometimes from your original plan. You know what I mean? Okay, this is a fun one because I found these two. Okay. This has been a recent find, also on eBay. These are appliques for like dresses. And I found these and I was like, you know what? These are gonna be great. I don't know for what. That's kind of how I order a lot of things. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna use this for yet, but I like it. So I ordered some of these. For this, I just cut one in half and then used half on each side of the page. I love it. I'm so happy with this purchase. Another thing I wanted to share with you, my friends. We're all here. We're friends. We give each other some inside information. Let me tell you what I've recently discovered. When you go to the scrapbooking aisle and you find all the metal trinkets and embellishments, yes, they're delightful. Go further into your scrapbook store to the woodworking aisle. You know where they have the unfinished boxes and plaques and things like that? They also have metal pieces for a fraction of the cost in very similar designs. Not sure what the deal is there, but these, for instance, I think it was like a 6 or 8 pack for like $1.99 versus like $3.50 for 2. I feel like maybe the craft stores think because we scrapbook and we just buy things all the time that we have money. I don't know. There's some kind of conspiracy, but I was excited to find that. So just passing along that little tidbit. If you know other deals or secrets, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear what you have discovered in your crafting journeys. This is fun too. More doilies. Look at those brackets. Fraction of the cost. This here I made from packing material, which I keep anyway because I use them to pop up all of my embellishments that I want popped up. This I just ripped. Boom. Instant corrugated fun. You would pay so much money for this in some kind of mixed media supply store. Thousands. Who could say? But here, upcycle, free. This one tore really clean, so it actually looked really great. Sometimes you kind of have to pick at it a little bit to get it clean, but it's still cool. So I did that for this one. And let me see what we have here. Oh, this is a fun one too. So I love Tim Holtz, obvi. These are the Baseboard chipboard frames. I'll post a link to this too. I've used these in other tutorials and I love them. They're embellished. They're kind of their own statement piece, which I love. And then I just added some of those little jewels, more of these fun appliques. You junk journalers out there, you know you could find like 1,000 different things to do with these. They're really cool. And then I made another little pocket just out of a doily. And I thought this was kind of fun too. Okay, so this is the back of some of the Prima Marketing flower packets. In fact, let me show you. So here's a Prima package. And a lot of their lines have really cute things in their trash that you would throw away. So I'm gonna dump my flowers out. Look at that. Cute little French transparency. Adorbs. So I use those as little, just kind of fun filler. It just adds character. And then I cut some things out of the collection there, matted some things, just tuck it right in there. So fun, adorable. Love it. And then for my last page, I made another little pocket. This, I added a little key, a metal key, some jute cord. So cute. More of this. Look at this trim. I'm so happy. I'm sorry. When I find something that I'm like, I could use this on everything, it brings me joy. You know, like that show, if it brings you joy. And then here are some Nouveau Drops I added. If you're not familiar with Nouveau Drops, you could check out, I have a tutorial about that too. They add a nice little, you know, pearlized, it's all in the details. I love details. That's why I like paper crafting. Adding little things, stamping here and there. It's very exciting because if you've seen my house, it's pretty minimalistic, which might surprise you. We don't do tchotchkes. We have very bare walls and countertops, and it makes me happy. But I get to use all of my love of things in my crafting. And then I just put it away. And my house still looks clean. So that is my album. I would love to hear your thoughts. What are your favorite types of albums to make? I love wedding albums and I love baby albums. Those are probably my two favorite. I also recently made a Scooby-Doo mini album, which was surprisingly fun. I have photos of that if you're interested on my Bella Stitchery Facebook page. You can check that out. But I'd like to hear what your thoughts are and what you like to make. Subscribe to my channel too and ring the bell. That way we could craft together on a regular basis. And I'll post links to some of my favorite things here in the description. So check those out and try it out. Let's make some stuff. Bye!